This Canada Day, instead of celebrating, Canada, I think it should be like an expose into who we are in terms of like the skeletons in our closet.
As a country, we failed to recognize a lot of our faults. Like, since we have the reputation of always being like the peacemakers, we don't actually ever acknowledge anything bad that we do.
I think most Canadians know this is there, but we, media and everything has kept it quiet. So I think I was kind of relieved that like, okay, people are actually paying attention to this now. Like, this is getting the media attention it deserves.
We got to take a step back. We got to take a step back, and we have to look in the mirror. Hey BG Squad, welcome to a special edition of the BG Show. And we got to get right into it and ask the question that everybody's talking about across this country, and that's, should we cancel Canada Day? We all know what's happened over the course of the last week and the last several months with the reckoning we've had to come with in terms of Canada's racist past. And we're gonna have that conversation, but I'm gonna want to be very open and transparent with you. We initially had something totally different planned for this episode. So I want to show you how we got there. Take a look.
That's it.
We are talking about Canada.
What do you guys know about Canada?
I know a lot about Canada. What do you know about Canada?
I know a lot about Canada.
Yeah, you do?
I think so.
You think you can pass the citizenship test?
For sure.
So you know what? We thought we'd do something fun. But I wonder if like people on the streets can pass the test, you know?
Maybe.
What do you think? Let's find out. Okay, question number 1. Who is Canada's head of state?
The Prime Minister?
Are we talking about the Prime Minister? No.
Well, Justin Trudeau.
Ah.
Head of state.
Yeah, isn't it Queen Elizabeth?
Isn't it Lieutenant Governor? I mean, it was.
The Queen?
Yeah!
Okay.
Okay, 1 for 1. You come
Okay,
through,
we'll
come through.
see.
So Canada has 3 territories.
Mm-hmm.
But how many provinces?
8 provinces? 9? 8? 8.
11. Isn't it 7?
10.
9?
No, 10. No, it's 10.
Yes!
It's 10.
It is 10.
It is 10. I knew it was 10 already.
Wait, which animal is the official symbol of Canada?
Is it the moose or is it the loony? Or is it the beaver? No, not the loony, the loon. The moose.
Oh, it's the beaver.
Yes, girl! Yes! Very good. Which animal is the official animal of the beaver? Oh, sorry.
It's okay, I knew the answer anyway. I
You knew that answer?
I knew the answer
What
anyway.
was the question gonna be then?
It was gonna be what's the official animal of Canada?
Yeah. What is the only official bilingual province in Canada?
Ontario?
No.
I don't know. Quebec?
No.
BC?
No.
Quebec?
Ontario. Quebec.
No, Quebec. No.
No. Oh,
No. It's like Nova Scotia or Newfoundland. It's one of those.
No. Vancouver, British Columbia.
Vancouver ain't a
Manitoba.
province. It's New Brunswick.
New Brunswick.
Brunswick,
That's true
yes.
enough.
Because they have that French island off that's owned by France.
Who was the first Prime Minister of Canada?
Was he a Trudeau?
Was he a Trudeau?
Huh?
Was he a Trudeau? Like from Trudeau family?
No.
No.
Sir John A. Macdonald.
Oh, John A. Macdonald.
Was it that mother John A. Macdonald?
Yes!
Sir John A. Macdonald. Throw him out. Kick him to the curb.
Oh, you don't like him?
Well, he was residential schools. He was separatist. He was like against anything, equality, diversity.
Yeah.
Throw him out.
So you don't want to see any statues of him?
I want to respect history. He said it best. Put it in a place where you can observe history, like a museum, but not as an icon.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
You can't deny the past.
Yeah.
Santillana. Those who forget the past are doomed to repeat it.
Do I want to take the
You
test?
should take the test.
You've taken the test?
I've taken the test.
You do well?
I passed the test.
And where's it going?
Just on our show for Canada Day. It's a fun little thing.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Come on.
I'm on the cancel Canada Day vibe.
So talk to. That's fine. That's fine. Why do you want to cancel Canada Day?
Just because of the news of all the residential schools and all
Yeah.
that, so it's just kind of, it's not the vibe this year. I don't feel it.
Yeah.
Like before.
You think people need to take a moment of pause?
Yeah, and just kind of I think they have to put that at the forefront over the celebration of Canada Day, because if you look back, well, what are we really celebrating? Like genocide of, Indigenous people? I don't know.
And that's the moment. That's the moment we knew it was time to shift this conversation for this episode. This year is about taking a moment of pause, a moment of reflection, and understanding what exactly it is we are dealing with right now. And I also think it's important to name what we're dealing with, and that is a genocide that has been committed in this country. 751 unmarked graves located at a residential school site in Saskatchewan. Hearing that, what goes through your mind?
Devastated, sad. My heart goes out to all the Indigenous people that have to sit there and watch this while the media is fighting on whether or not we need to broadcast this.
And it's so easy for our history to get overlooked because of what goes on, just across the border. But we literally have skeletons in our backyard, like hundreds of them.
Do you think governments are doing enough?
I think right now the government's doing a lot of talking, I think because they have to. But if you look into it and you look at, actions and motions, there is not enough going on.
How can you say it's heartbreaking to see so many more unmarked graves discovered at residential school sites across this country, but at the same time, unfolding in present day, are Indigenous kids still being ripped apart from their families? That's happening right now.
Like if you find 100 bodies, like if that was a murder case, like who is being convicted? Like what's the reason for that? I haven't heard of anything like that. Mm-hmm. And I think that is wild. Like, if that was if you compare that to the bus that the truck crashed into of the hockey team, if you compare the outrage for both, it is a stark difference, and that is crazy to me because kids are kids.
Is this a conversation that's happening in your social circles?
I think especially now with what's happening in British Columbia and now finding all the unmarked graves, it's, we're forced to talk about it. So it is coming up a lot and, people are like, oh my God, how much more are we going to find?
This is just the beginning. Take that in. These are just two of more than dozens of residential schools that operated in this country. We're really just scratching the surface of how severe and massive this genocide was and is.
They're still healing. Like they just got the news and there's still so many residential schools that need to have their grounds actually looked at.
The same kind of focus that we've put on Black Lives Matter, I think Canada really needs to put that attention on Indigenous people and figure out what is going on there, all the hurt and all the stuff from the past.
Do you think there should be a Canada Day this year?
I think with all of the things going on with the Indigenous communities, no, we shouldn't be celebrating anything because we stole their land and now we're finding out that the residential schools and that racist system, we were burying children and now all of this trauma is being released.
Canada Day, I think in terms of, all of us, Canada Day is the day we get off, we go out and we just celebrate. We go out, we party, we whatever. I think as a nation, we need to reconstruct the idea of what Canada Day is. I think it needs to be a time where we all sit there and reflect on what Canada is. Because, Canada isn't a horrible place. We have multiculturalism, we have a lot of that, but we've got a lot of bad history as well. So I think it should be a day where we sit there and we reflect on what we've done and we reflect on ways we can improve and help the multiculturalism that we have.
There's nothing to celebrate this year. Not when you're finding hundreds of bodies of kids who were ripped apart from their families and never had a chance to go home. What if that was your child? I don't think it's about canceling Canada Day. I think it's about reimagining what Canada Day actually means, especially this year. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this episode of the BG Show, and I want to also let you know this. We're going to continue bringing light to this issue and having these conversations. But I want to end off with a moment of silence.